So g'day, all doing Group 1 previews for this week. We've got the double header at Moonee Valley, so the Manikato Stakes Friday night, and then the Cox Plate on Saturday, and then the AFL Saturday night and the NRL Sunday, just for a big weekend. But we kick off on Friday night with the Manikato Stakes, the main race. We'll do a bit of a preview. So I've got Trevor Lawson on the line. How you going, Trev?
Good, Mark.
So just having a look with TopSport at the moment. So they got Trekking at $3.70, Pippi at $5.50, Dirty Work at $6, Haydock $9, Diamond F at $9.50. I should mention it's Wednesday afternoon for the Friday race that we're recording this, so the prices will move a bit. But might just start with your speed map. How have you got that?
So I've got Pippi just finds the front.
Yep.
It'll sort of lead sort of Diamond Effort easily, so Diamond Effort probably sits behind it. Dirty Work sits off the speed. Haydock probably rolls forward. Splintex can probably get across, maybe outside Pippi, and then Bella Vala's probably going to be caught 3 wide, or it's sort of got a pressure on and have to do some work. Trekking will sort of trail the speed. Lyre will sort of probably be 3 back the fence, and Brooklyn Hustle will probably be last.
Yeah, no worries. So nothing will get across to, do you think, challenge Pippi for the lead? Or
no, if Pippi wants to lead, Pippi will lead. Pippi's the fastest horse, and Strong Barrier 1, so it would only be if they wanted to hand up, which I wouldn't think there's any reason for them to want to do that.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, as I said, TopSport's got Pippi at $5.50 at the moment. Second favourite behind Trekking at $3.70. What does your market say?
So just at the moment, basically what I've just done it for a even track and a good to dead track at the moment. The weather's forecast. They're forecasting rain, but as
do that every week, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and we just never know. So, until things change, if things change, then I'll make sort of changes. But excuse me, and they're saying Friday night, and this is the last race of the night. So, probably would be disappointing if they do get a fair bit of rain with the meeting the next day. But at the moment, I've got Trekking and Pippi equal favourites at around $4.40.
Yeah, right. Okay. Either of them particularly you prefer at the moment, or as you said, you've got to make it in price?
If there's no bias, it's Pippi, because Pippi's going to find the front.
Yep.
It can run 1,200. It was sort of good last start. I beat Trekking last start, but Trekking was first up as well, and it was 1,000 metres, and then Trekking's on the backup. So Trekking's on a 6-day backup from running 4th in the Everest last week.
Yep.
Last year he ran in the sprint race at Caulfield, I think, on Guinea's Day, and then 7 days later ran 3rd up in the Everest. So
he won that Caulfield race to get into the Everest.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then he ran 3rd. So and that's the only time it's ever been on a 7-day backup, and it ran well. But Pippi will sort of find the front. And then I'd say outside of those, there's sort of a few queries with Haydocks.
I was going to say, looking at your prices, looks like you've almost got a 2-horse race.
Yeah, so I'm basically $4.40 each of 2, and then I'm virtually like $14 Dirty Work. But it's all its wins are at 1,100 metres.
Yep.
It's won 5 races, all at 1,100 metres, and it's never run. It's had 3 runs over 1,200, and it got beat 2.8 lengths, got beat 2 lengths, and got beat 7 lengths. So I thought it was a slight query at running the trip.
Yep.
And then so I took something off it. Otherwise, I probably marked it slightly shorter. Haydocks, and then you get out to sort of Haydock. It sort of had that broken down. It's going fair, but Snow starts getting fitter. Kementari hasn't won since I was at school.
You left
you
in
know,
grade 6, didn't
Liar. Sorry?
you? You left in grade 6, didn't
I did them all, but it was a long time. I think I haven't been at school since about 1979. So.
you? Fair enough.
Uh, um, Liar, it's going to be sort of three-back defence against James McDonald, but it sort of never finds the front. And then
Being a pretty,
Bella,
from your map, being a pretty tricky spot, Liar.
yeah, I think he'll be three-back defence.
Yeah.
And then you've got sort of Bella Vella's drawn out here, and it's a query at running 1,200 metres. Brooklyn Hustle's a query at running 1,200 metres. It's going to be last. It sort of needs a slow pace and sort of, 1,000 to 1,100.
Yep.
And then Order of Command was just awful the other day, and I don't think it's really a Group 1 horse. So, it's with a sort of glut of racing at the moment, it's a pretty sort of poor sort of race.
Yeah, it's certainly been, it's copped the brunt of the Everest, this race. It's really been beaten about by that. Just being now it's just 7 days. It was 2 weeks after it when the Everest was on Guinea's Day, but just a week or 6 days after it now. So it's so it's a bit of a battle to draw a good field, I guess. But based on your price and what you're looking at, $5.50 for Pippi looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does look good odds. Yeah. It's so that'll be the one that hopefully the conditions aren't too bad and there's nothing wrong with the inside, and we haven't had any danger tonight, and definitely sort of be looking to back it. But as we sort of said with the Saturday races last week, you got to sort of think on your feet. You might have to change things. So last week it didn't really eventuate. The track was actually quite good for the conditions, but I suppose if you throw enough mud, some's going to stick. So maybe one day they'll get the forecast right.
They'll get one right. Fair enough. Do they move the rail after Friday, or they're in the True on Friday night?
Yeah, I don't. I've got
Let's have a look.
I don't think.
No, they've got it marked True at the moment. So
they did 1 year. Yeah, there was a year. I think the 1 year that there's been a couple of years. I think the year Winks won its first Cox Plate, it was a Mad Leaders track on the inside.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And then there was another year, I think maybe when she won the second one.
Yep.
I think, and the inside was just poison. So it was, it's sort of a bit of a. You would think, like, if they get rain on Friday night.
Yep.
They'll probably get off the fence, and then maybe he'll leave it, the track the next day anyway. But at the moment, he's just sort of left it in the True.
Yeah.
They've mowed the grass. Looks like 3.5 inches, or 3.5 inches, which is it's short. Normally the grass would be 6 inches long, so he's grown. So they've been trying to. I'd think on Friday night you would think that he would be trying to have it as firm as possible with the 2 meetings. And just see if the rain comes. So if they don't get a lot, it might be sort of a bit quick, the track.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so at this stage, Pippi looks good, but we'll keep an eye for the alerts on the day and see the way the track's playing and play it that way.
Yeah, well, as I say, that's like might get to the race, I might think it's got none, but if we get a downpour and the inside's off, but that's just the nature of doing these things at sort of early. It's sort of it'll definitely, if the conditions are to suit, it'll definitely run shorter.
No worries. All right, good stuff. Thanks for that, Trev. We'll catch up again and have a look at the Cox Plate. But, good to have a look at Saturdays, Friday nights anyway. So, we'll catch up with you again then.
Great. Thanks, Mark.
Cheers.